Hi children, how are you all? I hope you all are safe at home. Last class we have learned types of plants. Today we will learn living things and non-living things. The differentiate between living things and non-living things. Let us start a class. Listen children. Living things and non-living things. We see many things around us. Yes, people, cow, tree, books, herb, car. Living things, things that have life or living things. Non-living things, things that do not have life or non-living things. Living things and non-living things. Living things that have life or living things, non-living things that do not have life or non-living things. For example of living things, can move, can grow, need food and water, can breathe, can reproduce. Once again, can move, can grow, need food and water, can breathe, can reproduce. That is a living things. Let's we see non-living things. For example, cannot move, cannot grow, cannot breathe, cannot reproduce, does not need food and water. That is a non-living things. Once again, cannot move, cannot grow, cannot breathe, cannot reproduce, does not need food and water. That is a non-living things. Okay children, have you understood living things and non-living things? Okay, let's we see one by one. Human beings move using their legs. Animals use their legs to move. Animals use their legs to move. Snake crawls. Fish swim in the water. Sunflower follows the direction of the sun. Sunflower follows the direction of the sun. Living things grow. Yes, living things or grow. For example, seed, plant, tree. Seed, plant, and tree. Living things need food and water. Living things need food and water. For example, human beings depend upon plants and animals for their food. Yes, human beings depend on plants and animals for their food. For example, energy giving food, bodybuilding food, and protective foods. Protective food means fruits and vegetables. Plants make their own food using water, air, and sunlight. Yes, plants make their own food using water, air, and sunlight. The next one, animals depend upon plants or other animals for their food. Animals depend upon plants. First plants, next one another animal for their food. Human beings and animals breathe using their lungs. Human beings and animals breathing using their lungs. Living things can reproduce. Reproduction is the process in which a living thing gives birth to a young one of its own kind. For example, birds lay eggs, from which young ones came out and slowly grow into adult. From which young ones come out and slowly grow into adult. The next one, differentiate between living things and non-living things. Living things, non-living things. First, we have to learn living things. Living things need air, water, and food. They grow in size and change on their own. They can move from one place to another except plants. They reproduce other living things of the same kind. Next one, non-living things. Non-living things do not need air, water, and food. They do not grow in size and change. They cannot move from one place to another. They cannot reproduce other things of the same kind. Okay, living things need air, water, and food. Non-living things do not need air, water, and food. They grow in size, change into own. They do not grow in size and change. Living things can move, non-living things cannot move. Children, have you understood these lesson? Let's we see the next class. Thank you.